Hey y'all, it's TheBreeze and you're plugged into TheBreeze lifestyle. First of all, I just want to thank y'all for showing me so much love in my previous videos. It's so hard starting a YouTube channel because it's like, I don't really want to focus on the numbers, but it's like, I want people to like my content. So thank y'all who have watched, liked, subscribed. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't seen it, go check it out. My Carnival Cruise part 1 and part 2. So let's get into this video. So I am going to be talking about, if you've seen the title, it's called The D You Should Be Worried About. Let me explain. So in this generation, it seems like it's so like everywhere. Everybody's worried about the next they're gonna bust. And it's like, that's not the D you should be worried about, sis. Now this is for men too, but I'm talking to my sisters because what are you doing out here? It's a lot of people just worried about turning up, getting drunk, getting high, and having fun. And that's cool. But what about your goals? What about your dreams? Do you like where you at right now? How you living? Is that cool? Or are you doing all this turn up to try to get away from reality? Let's change our reality, y'all. It's 2023. What we doing? What we doing? And I ain't perfect, but I want to talk to y'all, like I said, about the D you should be worried about, and that's discipline. Okay, there's nothing that you can do without discipline. I don't believe there's a millionaire or billionaire out there that don't have good discipline. So I'm going to give you 5 of my tips to just grow your discipline and stay focused. The first one is really big because you might not notice it until it's too late. So number 1, cut out all distractions. And when I say distractions, let me list you my distractions, because this ain't no blame zone. I'm giving y'all me, my lifestyle, my flaws, and all that, okay? So for me, distractions, number 1 would be that social media. I'm telling you, that social media. So for me, I have to use social media to get people connected, to get people interested in my content. However, sometimes I be scrolling at other people's stuff and not really doing what I need to be doing for me. So I cut that out by limiting myself on watching and scrolling and putting more effort into doing this right here, recording and getting this content out for you. Okay? Another thing I would say, people distract me all the time. It's always either just a conversation that they want to have for an hour or two, or, you know, their drama that they want to talk about, or let's go turn up, let's go do this, let's go do that. And sometimes I fall into being what they need me to be for them instead of being what I need to be for me. So just listen, if they take it personal, it's not that intention. Like, those are not my intentions, but I care about my dream more than I care about people's feelings. So if I know I'm not intentionally trying to hurt anybody, I'm going to do what I got to do for me. And I believe that you should do what you got to do for you. Okay? And TV. Now listen, y'all. I love my shows. I love Snowfall. I'm on Blacklist right now on Netflix. I love my little ratchet TV, Baddie South, Baddie West. I love it. But I had to minimize the time that I give to those things, because as entertaining as it might be, it ain't doing nothing for me, okay? It's not really helping my life. Your brain makes you think that it kind of is, but it's really wasting time. Instead of you just sitting there looking at the clock, you're looking at something interesting. And for me, I want to actually be creating that kind of content, as not as far as, you know, what they're creating, but as far as entertainment for other people. So if I want to do that, I cannot spend all my time watching other people's stuff. I need to be creating. So no matter what you're trying to do, I'm telling you, sitting there for 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, binge watching on Hulu, Netflix, all of that, YouTube, everything in moderation, y'all. Everything in moderation. So those are my distractions. Cut out your distractions, okay? All right, number 2. And it has a little bit to do with this. Now, I am going to get a backdrop, y'all. I want to look more professional, but this is my vision board that I've had for, I believe, 2 years now. And as you can see, it says TheBreeze Vision. So I wanted to make this video right here because I want y'all to understand that number 2's rule or tip is to be finding your direction. You got to figure out where you're going. What's the point of being disciplined if you're not doing it for a reason? Map out your plan. Like, take a day. If you ain't got a day, take a couple hours. Sit down. Where are you at? Where are you trying to go? What big steps do you have to take to get there? And what can you do today to get you closer to where you're going? So I feel like, what's the point of walking in the dark? What's the point of following other people's dreams and their goals? No, find your own goals. Figure it out, because the more you research, the more you'll figure out that this ain't as hard as I thought it was. You know, it's more so being disciplined and putting that time into research, even though you ain't making no money off of it right now. All my goals, like I said, 3 years ago, I got horses up there. I got marriages and babies and exotic islands. I ain't done none of that. But guess what? That's my destination. And I know that it's going to take more discipline, more research, more work for me to get there. So I'm not discouraged. I'm always encouraged because I know where I'm going. I got the map. It's the Breeze map. Now you go make you a map and follow that. Okay? Tip number 3. So you're going to have to focus on duration, and that's time management. I want to give myself a time frame. Okay? Now, if I don't make that time frame, I'm not about to beat myself up. I'm just going to go harder, and I'm going to still go where I'm going. You understand? So for me, I know this for me is my 10-year vision board. But I don't just focus on the 10-year. What can I do in 6 months? Create short-term goals for your long-term destinations. So what can I do in the next 6 months? What can I do in 3 months? What can I do in a year? And based off of what I did in that time frame, I'm like, wow, am I on track for my 10-year goal? So sit down, like I said with the last step, sit down and create that map, and then say, okay, how long am I giving myself to finish this? To fix myself, because I got to identify my flaws, cut out my distractions, map out where I'm going. Now, how long is this destination going to take me? Now, mind you, when I get to this destination, it's not the end. It's the beginning of my dreams and my goals actually manifesting and being a reality. So don't think that your time frame when it's done is over. No, now you live in the dream. You live in your life and stop dreaming about it and thinking about it. Now you're going to have even bigger goals and bigger destinations, because you're going to realize, wow, that discipline, those steps that I took got me here. Now that I'm higher learning, higher thinking, where we going next? I ain't even thinking that far right now, because this is so big. This is so big. I'm not even going to go too deep into it, because I'm trying to make this video short, sweet, straight to the point. So that was number 3. Let's go to number 4. Dedication. That's a big one. That's a big one. How bad do you want it? Now, I sometimes fall into this place where I done planned everything out. I done bought the things and tools that I need, but now I'm stagnant and I'm not doing the things that I need to do. So that's my flaw. That's something that I'm working on with myself. But then I have to think to myself, how bad do I want this? And for me, it ain't just for me. It's for my family. So I feel like I'm one of the first generational millionaires, billionaires, bosses, entrepreneurs. That's going to be me. How bad do I want that for me? And how bad do I want that for them? You know, my dream ain't just to take care of myself. It's to create a system that takes care of my family and people who I don't even know. I want to help the hood, because that's where I'm from. And I've seen a lot of people fall when, if they would have just had a little bit of a roadmap, a little bit of direction, they would have been able to be better off than they are. So for you, you have to figure out, how bad do you really want this? And on them long nights where you just tired and you're not making no money like you thought you was, stay dedicated. Remember the long-term goal. Remember your destination. And I know y'all probably seen that meme. If I can find it, I'm going to put it right here. But it's this guy and he's digging and he get tired and he stopped. Not realizing that the goal, if you would have just hit that thing 2 more times, you would have been where you was trying to go. So I don't want you to get discouraged. That's the D we don't want. We don't want no discouragement. We're going to stay dedicated and stay encouraged, because we're disciplined and we're growing and we're learning, and we might make some mistakes. We might go to the club when we ain't supposed to. We're supposed to be working on our business plan, but we ain't going to keep doing that, because we're going to see that those things don't help us. So stay dedicated. And when I say stay dedicated, this helps me because I remember why I made this. I remember what I was thinking when I made this. And I remember that I don't want nothing to stop me from getting to where I'm going, because I'm going. Now, when I say dedication, it's like you also got to have faith to know that it's going to happen. Because if you're feeling in your heart like this ain't never going to happen, why would you be dedicated to it? But if you really believe that, like, yo, if I really like take the time and put into this, like I put into my 9 to 5 times 2, I can do this. It could be done. And for me, I don't care who did it before. I don't care if it ain't never been done before. I'm me. I'm TheBreeze. And I can do whatever I put my mind to. And I have to just make sure that my discipline, my time management matches up to my actions and my work ethic. And it will happen. Yeah, so stay dedicated to your dreams, because if you don't do it, who gonna do it? And let me just ask you this. Let me get closer. I like the light when I'm closer. Who can do it like you? I know I got a big head, y'all. Get used to it, because I'm going to be right in front of this camera, big head and all, okay? If you don't do it, who gonna do it? And even if they do it, who can do it like you? Come on, y'all. Who can do it like you? Nobody. Nobody, baby. So be dedicated and believe in yourself. And I don't know what higher power you believe in. I believe in God, Jesus Christ. So I believe that it's not even really just up to me to do it. I know that he has the power to do everything through me. So anytime I feel like I can't get it done, I know somebody who can. And I'm going to stay dedicated to what I believe. So that's number 4. Now, our last tip, number 5, may sound a little crazy. But ask your millionaires, ask your billionaires, and see if they just line up with what they got going on. Dance. When I say dance, I mean just like celebrate your accomplishments. Celebrate the progress from where you were to where you are. And then, okay, now we going. Now, like I said earlier, we not just mindlessly turning up and partying every weekend, Thursday through Sunday. We're not doing that. What we doing is working hard 3 months straight without partying and taking 1 or 2 nights to chill, to relax, to celebrate, to not worry about working, but to refresh, rejuvenate so we can go another 6 months. Okay? That's what I mean by dance. Celebrate your accomplishments. For example, let's say, okay, now I've done 10 photo shoots when last year I only did 1. All right, cool. Let me chill for a minute. Let me just acknowledge that I'm doing this. Like, I'm in it. I'm doing this, and I'm going to keep doing it. And pep talk myself while I'm just relaxing so I don't feel worn out. So when I'm telling you to be dedicated, when I'm telling you to have discipline, to have time management, I'm not telling you to wear yourself out. You have to rest. You have to have a good time sometimes. You have to set aside those times to say, I'm going on vacation. Now, listen. If you didn't have a 9 to 5 because you was an entrepreneur and you was working on your dreams and you was making money, don't you think you can take that time and go to Maldives, go to Jamaica, go to whatever island, whatever beach you want to go to relax and rejuvenate? You can't do that right now because you're probably working to pay your bills. I'm not trying to be in your business. I'm just saying. Now, that's where I'm at right now. I ain't about to lie to you. I ain't rich, I ain't broke, but I definitely am working to pay my bills, and I don't like that for me. I don't like that for me. I want to be extremely happy with my 9 to 5 entrepreneurship 24/7, okay? I say 9 to 5, but when you're an entrepreneur, it's definitely 24/7. And we'll talk about those videos later. But anyway, so yeah, listen, discipline will get you further than any skill that you think you have. Because you can have a skill, but what if you don't work on that skill, practice on that skill, put that skill to use? You just got the skill. No, discipline is going to exceed that skill higher than anybody else. One thing that 2 Chainz said that stuck with me is hard work beats talent. What you think hard work is? Discipline. All your homies going out. All your girls going out. You like, nah, I'm good. Girl, you lame. Listen, I'm working on my dreams. I'm building my business. Call that lame if you want to, but in 3 years, you're going to be going out trying to get a drink off of a nigga. And I'm going to be out here taking time and celebrating my wins and buying bottles for the crew, if that's what I choose to do, okay? So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And not only enjoyed it, y'all, I really hope that you get what I'm saying. It don't take rocket science. It takes having the vision, mapping it out, having discipline, and time management. So, like I said, I'm going to bring y'all a lot of different things for this channel, okay? On this channel. For me, listen, people numbers, they get all caught up in the numbers. Now, I had an old YouTube channel. Don't look it up. I might delete it, but whatever. I had an old YouTube channel, and in 3 years, I got 3 views, y'all. 3 years, I got 3 views. I got discouraged. I can't lie to you. Got definitely discouraged. And it took me 3 years to get back on YouTube fresh. So when I see that in 2 weeks, one of my videos got 2,000 views, y'all, that's like, girl, you better keep it going. So I don't care if this only gets 7 views. I'm way past that, okay? But I'm going to bring you guys the content that I feel like is beneficial to not just you, but to me too. I love talking about these things. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me not distracted. It keeps me dedicated to what I'm doing. And it also keeps me disciplined. So thank y'all for watching. And if you want to see more, please like, subscribe, click that notification bell, and leave a comment. Listen, I got the time and discipline to respond to all my subscribers. I really do appreciate y'all. And I thank y'all for being here. So until next time, Breezy out. Bye.